everyone, and welcome back to another screencast on shapes. This one's on similar shapes, and it's particularly on volume. And it's a series, it's the last, if you've been going through all of these, of a series of similar shapes. We started with congruence and enlarging, basically, and looking at lengths. And then we looked at area, and now we're looking at volume. All right, so I'm going to try and whip through. But basically, a similar shape is a shape that's been resized, enlarged, but everything's still in proportion. So it's all been enlarged by a scale factor is what we call it. Volume, as we've done this before, basically volume is if we think of a glass, if we filled a glass of a glass up right to the top with water, the space that the water takes up is the volume of the glass. Okay, I've put a more wordy example in there. That one was taken from Wikipedia, by the way. So we're looking at how we work out the volume of the new shape when it has been enlarged. These are still what we would class as similar shapes. So we have to remember that they have to be called similar. Just look out for that. You've got two similar shapes. Work out the volume of shape B would be type of question you've got. Now, these first few questions that we've got are all cubes. So they're all going to be the same height, width, depth as the one information we've got. What I mean by that is that 3 centimeters is 3 centimeters wide, 3 centimeters deep, and 3 centimeters tall. And on this one, it's going to be 6 centimeters wide, 6 centimeters deep, and it's quite hard to write this here, but 6 centimeters tall. So what we're going to do is we're going to work it out both ways just to show you that actually I'm not lying and it makes perfect sense. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work out the volume of shape A. And I know it's already there, it's saying it's 27 centimeters cubed. We're just going to work it out because the volume is the base times width, sorry, not base times width. We've got the length of the base times the width times the height. So let's bang that down now. And you can see that it's 3 times 3 times 3, and that equals 27 centimeters cubed. Now for the next one, the volume is exactly the same thing. It's going to be 6 times 6 times 6, okay? So we're going to bang that down now. Now we know that equals 216 centimeters cubed. And you might ask, well, I've done it. I don't need to do any more. You are right, you have done it, but on lots of these shapes, you're only given one length. One length, okay? You're normally only given, let's say, this length, and then you would then be presuming that all the others are the same. Well, you can't presume, okay, and we'll show that as we go through. But we've proved here that this shape's volume is 27 centimeters cubed, and this shape's volume is 216 centimeters cubed. So this is how we work it out when we don't have that information. First thing we're going to do is work out what the scale factor of enlargement is. So what's the scale factor of enlargement? It's gone from these 3 centimeters to 6 centimeters. So it's been times by 2, hasn't it? Okay? So what we do now, and this is the absolute key point as we go through, is we take the 2 and we cube it. Right? 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Then all we do to find it out is we take the 27 and we times it by 8. Okay? Brilliant. And then we get 216 centimeters cubed. And you can see that they match and that they are the same. And we've proven that our system works. So we're going to do another one now, just to show you that this one works also. So we've got 2 centimeters here and 6 centimeters. The volume of the shape is 8, and we know that is correct, okay, because we've got 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. That's the volume. Now let's work out the volume of the other one just so we know that we are correct. And we've got 6 times 6 times 6, which is the same as the last question, which is 216 centimeters, okay? Now I understand I haven't put centimeters cubed, but I hope you forgive me for that. Now, remember what we do. What's the scale factor of enlargement? Scale factor of enlargement is 3, because 2 into 6 is times 3. We take our 3 and we cube it, and we end up with 27. We take our 27 and we times it by the volume that we had. So 27 times by 6, 27 times by 8, or 8 times 27, that magically gives us 216 centimetres cubed. Now, I've proved it twice. It's up to you now to pause the video now, to give these ones a go and see if you're correct, please. Make sure you show all your working, because this is the last time we're going to be working with cubes. Then we're going to work with different shapes, but we're going to follow the same process, apart from the fact that we won't be able to write the volume of the second one from only one piece of information at the bottom. So pause the video now, give it a go, come back and see if you've got it correct. Okie dokie everyone, let's go now. So we should have known that 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. Okay, this is just proving our point. And 12 times 12 times 12 equals 1,728. It's been enlarged by a scale factor of 4, hasn't it? So we've gone from 3 to 12, which is timesing by 4. So we take our 4 and we cube it, and we end up with 64. Because 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 4, 64. We then take our original volume and we times it by our 64, and we end up with the correct answer. We know it's correct because we've done it before. 1,728. Okay, now that's the easy ones out the way. Let's go and do a shape that we don't know the different lengths for, and we're never going to know the different lengths for, because we don't know this length here. All right, we don't know the radius or the diameter. We've only been given one, but we have been given how much shape A's volume is, which is 15 centimeters cubed. So I'm not going to tell you how to do this. You're going to hopefully do it yourself, okay? Hopefully do it yourself. Pause the video, come back and see if you've got it correct. Okay, so hopefully you've known what to have done. If you don't, it's not a massive thing. You might need to go back and watch those first videos a couple of times, not first few slides a couple of times. What we do is we take our 2, we cube it. That gives us 8. 2 times 2 times 2, 8. We take our 8, or we take our 15 and we times it by 8, and that will give us the new shape's volume, which is 120 centimeters cubed. So shape B is 120 centimeters cubed. I can write that down here. Can't I? Okay. All right, so hopefully you found that one accessible. Now I'm going to go over how to go in the opposite direction, which, trust me, is just not a problem. Okay. So what's the starting point? So you don't have to do this one. I'm going to show you how to do this one, and then you can always just try and you can pause it now if you want, but if you don't want, I'm going to make it easy for you and do it for you. So very similarly, we've got the same thing. We're timesing by 2, so we're going to go and we're going to cube 2. 2 cubed is 8. We've done that a million times. This time though, we know our shape A is going to be smaller than shape B. So we're going to take this 120 centimeters cubed, and we're going to divide it by 8. All right, so take 120 centimeters cubed, and we're going to divide it by 8. And I'm going to show you why we do this in a second. And the answer is 15 centimeters cubed. We know that's correct. Because let's say this was 15 centimeters cubed, and I didn't know what this one was. What would I do? I would take my 15 centimeters and I'd times it by 8, and that would give me 120. So I'm obviously doing the opposite there by dividing it. Okay? And it really is as simple as that. We find out the scale factor, we cube it, we then use that cubed answer to times it by the original volume, or divide it by the original volume to give us our answer. And it really is as simple as that. So, all right, so without further ado, let's go over the quiz questions. And here we go. Well, the quiz question, it's not questions, you'll be glad to know today. The volume of shape A is 20 centimeters cubed. Work out the volume of shape B. So you need to pause the video now, give it a go. It's a nice and easy one, I hope. Come back and see if you have got it correct. Way you go. All right, so here we go. First thing is, what's the scale factor of enlargement? It's timesing by 3. So that's our starting point. Okay, so let's go over our answers now. Scale factor is 3, so we go 3 cubed is 27. we take our original amount, which is 20, times by 27, we have an answer of 540 centimetres cubed. So we've got 540 centimetres cubed. And that's it. Really is as simple as that. They can make them a little bit tougher, but generally that's about as tough as they come. They probably will go in a reverse if they want to make it a little bit tougher. But other than that, they might change the length that they give you. They might give you multiple lengths, but as long as you go between the two correct ones, you'll be fine. But hopefully you've enjoyed today's screencast, if at all possible. You've done really well. That would be amazing. What am I going to say next? I'm going to say go and write up a revision card on this that you can use for later, or possibly at some stage I might have my own revision cards that you could purchase from me or get from me for free. And until next time, it's been a pleasure helping you with your maths. I love doing it. I love helping people with their maths. I love helping people who struggle with their maths get better at maths, because it actually can change lives in a real positive. Okay, so anyway, until next time, as always, it's been a pleasure.